In the first quarter of 2025, nearly half of home sellers, well, 44.4% to be exact, they offered concessions to buyers.
Wow, nearly half. That's significant.
It really is, and it's up from like 39% the year before, almost back to the peak we saw in 2023.
Right. That was around 45%, wasn't it? So definitely a trend here.
Exactly. And just so everyone's clear, when we say concessions, we mean sellers giving money, basically.
Yeah, like towards repairs or helping cover those hefty closing costs.
Or even helping buy down the buyer's mortgage rate, which is a big one right now.
Crucially, it's not just lowering the list price before an offer or, the usual back and forth negotiation on the final sale price. This is extra help.
Right. So our mission today is really to unpack why this is happening. Why are sellers offering more incentives now? What's it telling us?
Well, that near half statistic, it definitely screams pressure on sellers in some parts of the market.
So what's driving it? Prices have to be part of it, right?
Absolutely top of the list. I mean, home prices just kept climbing. We hit record highs overall in 2024.
And didn't March 2025 set some kind of record too?
It did. The median price went over $400,000 for the first time ever in March. That's a huge affordability hurdle right there. Those upfront costs are just massive for buyers.
Okay, so massive price tags, and then you layer on the cost of borrowing the mortgage rates.
Exactly. That's the other hammer blow. Those rates, they've been pretty stubborn, haven't they?
Sticky is the word I keep hearing.
Yeah, sticky works. They dipped for a bit, but then popped back over 7% for the 30-year fixed for a lot of early 2025.
And the outlook isn't for them to drop dramatically anytime soon.
It doesn't look like it. The general expectation seems to be they'll probably hover somewhere in the, high 6% range for a while.
So that combo, high prices, high rates, really squeezes buyers' budgets.
Yeah.
Makes sense why seller help would be welcome.
Absolutely. Any financial assistance from the seller becomes way more appealing in that environment. It can make or break a deal for some buyers.
But wait, there's another piece, isn't there? The actual number of homes for sale. Inventory.
Yes. That's shifting too, and it's a critical part of the equation.
How so?
We're actually seeing the highest number of new homes on the market since, get this, 2007.
Wow, since before the crash.
Right. And maybe even more telling, the number of spec homes, houses built without a specific buyer lined up.
Yeah.
Yet, that's the highest since 2008.
Okay, so more houses sitting there waiting for buyers.
Exactly. More supply. And when buyers have more options, what happens?
They get a bit more power, they can be pickier, maybe negotiate harder.
Precisely. Sellers suddenly have more competition. They need to make their place stand out, maybe sweeten the deal a little.
So sellers have to work harder? Makes sense.